At Finance, we seek out the hidden gems in cryptocurrency. We will tailor your portfolio to work for you. Are you ready to transition your investments from traditional markets to cryptocurrency? Are your coins staked and earning interest? Are you overwhelmed with all the jargon in crypto? Is your portfolio underperforming and you want to reposition into consistent winning blue chip coins and viable projects? Do you feel like you missed out on DeFi, Metaverse, and NFTs? Here at Finance, we provide you with the data, skills, and tools you need to stay on top of the digital asset market. Finance, we are the future of crypto.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Live. It's crazy when you look around the ecosystem in crypto and you just see green bubbles everywhere. And then you think, man, I wonder how much Pulsechain's up. I wonder how much HEX is up. And then you look and they're down. And Hart's Law, I guess, is anti-Hart's Law right now with the rest of the market. But you know what? It is what it is. This volatility is the price you pay. And there will be other times when all these bubbles are red and the hexes and Pulsechain are green. But it is what it is, guys. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. What up, Mobius? You're crushing it, bro. I didn't know you already had one TitanX miner going. Yo, I'm gonna just start there. Screw it. Like, this is the most exciting thing that is that's going on right now in crypto, in my opinion. You know, if we can get TitanX over to Pulsechain, it'll be crazy. You know, I'm here. I saw on Ivan's stream, I think it was this morning, he had Kyle Chasse on there. And, you know, I think that dude paid probably 10, 20 grand to get onto Ivan's show, or they partnered with him for something. Probably gave an allocation into it. I'm sure they're working together. But the fact that he brought up TitanX on his coins that he was shilling, that was awesome to see. Yeah, and Ivan was talking about Zen, and he kind of was playing stupid. But the fact that Kyle's got a huge following and he's bullish on TitanX, you know, I hope he actually looks into it and understands how awesome it is. But guys, look at this. A day one miner now is worth at $21,000. 0.2 ETH. You know, it was like $380 or something. You know, right now it's 0.2057. So it's 446. We just now fell under the 1.5 billion per mine. And this mine is 1.707 for the day one. So you see, it was 1.505, I think, yesterday. So you're losing 10 million coins every day. 10 million, 10 million, 10 million, 10 million. And you're paying 0.0002 ETH more. So that gap is just going to start widening. And I could tell you that OG hexagons that probably maybe dismissed it or didn't know what it was at first, a lot of them know what it is now. A lot of them are getting into it hard. And some of my boys that mess around with the ETH bros and are kind of DGENs, they are really starting to see the value in it. So I'm just excited for where this is going to go. You know, the payouts, they suck right now. You know, actually not bad. I got $108 right now in claimable payouts, which I guess that isn't bad. But I think I bought more in this wallet liquid than I did mining. And yeah, now it's worth $280. And it's 25 million coins. So I would have been better off, I think, just doing, you know, a 30-day miner and then buying the coins now. But you never know. You know, it was all speculation at first. But looking at ordinals popping off, yeah, I wonder if that's clogging up the Bitcoin network, if it's making fees a little bit more expensive than normal. And that's why I think people are getting pushed over to Litecoin a little bit. When Bitcoin's just so clogged up, it's like, what the hell do you do? And that's a big problem. So I just don't see it sustaining. And then IOTA up 80% on the week. This right here is probably the thing that excites me the most personally, because IOTA, I lump it in with the ISO coins, and the fact that they are a utility crypto being used for interoperability. I'll try to think exactly what it was. I forget. I don't own any IOTA. I can't get it on any exchanges I mess with, but it is what it is. You can't own everything, and just seeing it pumping huge like that makes me so happy for what's going to come with Algorand, XDC, Hedera, XRP, XLM, Quant, Chainlink, Casper. I mean, those are my core that I'm rolling with moving forward. Filecoin, really like that for cloud storage. They're partners with Lockheed Martin. At some point, it's partnerships outweigh technology, in my opinion. Caparanga, what's up? Good to see you. My casino coin, DGEN. And then, yeah, all of our coins over here are just bleeding, but that's why we're diversified. That's why we got into Polytrade. That's why we got into TitanX. That's why we got into Relio. And these other these games are starting to pump like crazy. Let's see, coin market cap here. All right, let's see how this crushing portfolio is. I started it in mid-October. This is a new wallet right here. And let's see the best performing coins in the last 24 hours. Gods Unchained, ORAI, Altura. So the Altura got some really bullish news. I've been talking about it's been one of my sleeper picks for gaming in the bear market. Not that many people were really talking about it. And sure enough, there was some issues with Alex Becker's project Imposters, and I guess they got taken off of Blur, or the NFT marketplace they were listed on, and he put up a tweet on Twitter saying, "Oh, don't worry, our stuff on Altura is good." So I think that's why it's pumping huge, but I like it because it's basically a launch pad for games on Binance. You can get it; it's cheap, and gaming, I think, is gonna shock people in what it does. And then the utility coins. This portfolio is gaming and utility and a little AI. So Polymath, tokenization of assets, up 17%. Clearpool was the last coin I bought here. And ALI, artificial intelligence, WadPay, Miria, Propy, UFO, Vertex. This is on Arbitrum. It's a DEX on there. Rand Noonan was showing it a little bit, which kind of pisses me off. But he's not talking about it. He's so piffed out right now. It's really simple, guys. This bull market, we're going to make life-changing money. And it's simple. You're going to click my Bybit link, lose all your money, and then desperately try to win 1 Bitcoin. And then we could say to ourselves, we're DGENs, we won. Oh, I can't stand him. I mean, he's good for certain things, but he's a little weasel. He's a little weasel. Viewsy, what's your take on Sam Finance on Pulsechain? I have no idea, Viewsy, what Sam Finance is, to be honest with you. I have never heard of it. I don't have any liquid loans. I'm sorry. I bought a little bit at the bottom yesterday, but I didn't sacrifice. I'm not doing any loans, none of that. I'm really just sticking to the core right now with PulseX, HEX, and eHEX. And then this portfolio, it's crushing right now. TitanX is crushing right now. In the last 24 hours, like spool's down a little bit, defactor's down, but it just came back, made a nice run back. And then Render and Quant, I wanted a couple blue chips in here. And then Bluezil, I believe in. IME Labs, this is a kind of a gamble. Vulcan Forge will do well. Axelar has been crushing. Scale. And then LEOX, that's one that I'm really excited about Galileo protocol, the Quant's QRC20 project that launched on LCX Exchange. I'm really bullish on that. Obviously, the games, Alluvium, Radio, KAKA, Nakamoto, and then OXO AI. That's been doing real well. And obviously, Polytrade. That's the one for me that I'm keeping my eye out on the most, talking about the most right now, telling all my friends and stuff to get into it. Because at this market cap of $22 million, it hits every narrative. It's got a great ticker on Polygon. And this thing has just been on a straight moon. Wow, I can't believe I just said that. Firmament mission. Wow. All right, I did a single 100 power Titan mint. I'm sold. Took me a few days to wrap my head around it. Yeah, Thomas. So Jake, I was very fortunate where he sent me the white paper about 3 weeks before he launched it to the public. So I got to read it. I got to digest it, and I read it 5 times when I first got it. And then I still was like, you got to be kidding me. This can't be real. You know, I'm missing something. I got to be missing something. And I wasn't. And this project is unreal. It's almost as good as Lindsay's Hex Truth Bomb chapsticks. These things are so good, guys. She's got them for sale. Definitely great stocking stuffers. Plug in it. You know we ain't monetized here. They don't allow it. But it is what it is. So, I mean, yeah, look at this, Thomas. I mean, a day one miner is... I mean, even right now, 3,500% for $446. But a day one is now at $21,000. This is insane. It's nuts. So I'm just excited that you guys are seeing it too. Like the light bulb really clicked for me with this one. It was so obvious to me after reading the white paper only 5 times, talking to Chaos Chris, messaging Jake, watching other influencers like Trayvon FUD the hell out of it at first. And that's when I was like, all right, I'm bullish as hell. And yeah, we're just ahead of the pack here. It is what it is. Yo, when you spend 8 hours a day doing research, watching video. Today I watched videos on Hedera, what they're doing with their decentralized credit union. We're going to be able to take all of our cryptos, store it in a decentralized credit union account that's going to be insured, and our keys are going to be stored on the blockchain with decentralized recovery, where we're not going to be responsible for them, and the odds of losing them are like getting struck by lightning 1,000 times. And it should be really cool to see the future and all of this technology play out right in front of us. And I think we're at the last bit of the FUD right now. You know, it's starting to end. You know, the SEC veteran calls crypto a mammoth Ponzi scheme. John Reed Stark, the former SEC veteran, has called out crypto again, saying it's just one big Ponzi scheme. Coinbase ads draw Ponzi scheme comparison. He said that about Coinbase and an ad they're running. And then they pushed back and said it's completely absurd, twisted, and I dare say outright evil to claim Ponzi schemes and gambling are building a better financial system, the software developer wrote on the X app. Like, these guys are just out of control. The fighting, the clown show that they're literally operating under, clown world they're living in. Utah's top judge threatens SEC lawyers with sanctions now over misrepresentation. So this company here, Debt Box. The SEC completely lied and said that they moved their funds offshore to avoid the SEC, when all that happened is their bank made them close their account or something, so they moved their money into a credit union in the United States. And they said this, and the judge froze their assets over the lies from the SEC. And there's people saying that this shit has been going on for 3 years. Like with Library, how they bankrupted that company, same type thing. And guys, it's at like its boiling point now. You're seeing it here. And like when Cointelegraph is saying the SEC is facing another defeat in its recycled lawsuit against Kraken. Like they're finally not putting bullshit out there like putting SBF on a pedestal. He was this innocent victim and he was just doing this wrong. He didn't know what he was doing. He was just playing video games and misclicked. No big deal. He just forgot to take his amphetamines. And he's just a little loose today. Some money went missing. He's not a bad guy. But now here they are just telling us how it is and how this case is just bullshit and what they're doing here. And how they're saying it's literally the same case. This Kraken lawsuit is set to become another example of the SEC's failure to regulate, akin to the outcome of its actions against Coinbase. This repetitive cycle of aggressive and misinformed regulation is not only futile, but harmful to the credibility of the SEC. It sends a message that they're more interested in flexing their muscles and Gary's bald head shining in the lights than understanding and adapting to new tech. And it's true, guys. It's crazy. And Dows, this was a great article just talking about how they're the future of Web3. I completely agree. NFT 2.0 is coming, with LEOX, their QRC20s, the PNFTs, programmable NFTs, where you can update the metadata. It gives a whole new use case to them, brings whole new technologies into play, whole new avenues they can go down, and it's going to be exciting. But just with Dows here, DeSci, one of the biggest opportunities for Dows is the funding for scientific research. Vita DAO, the flagship project focusing on longevity. Then you got other ones like Charity DAO, City DAO, developing a real-world concept for decentralized ownership and governance of an area of real estate in Wyoming. Claims to be the first DAO to have bought land as a registered legal LLC. And citizens are token holders who vote on proposals regarding the land. That's exactly what I want to do with Texaco. I want to crowd raise, or anyone that wants to donate to help out the cause, whatever, and put that money straight to buying a piece of property that we can start farming on, we can move down to, we can develop on, we can all start moving together, living together, our kids going and homeschool together. Like, that's what I'm building. And a DAO, I think that this is going to be an option. Another example is a DAO-owned sports team proposed by the Sailing Series, launched by Oracle's founders. Guys, this stuff is never, it's endless, the amount of opportunities that this is going to bring in the future. And then, you're seeing Chainlink too with their CCIP, their new Oracle. Everyone needs it. Everyone's using it. And some whale accumulated $50 million in Link in the last 5 weeks. So Chainlink, another blue chip that I really like. When people tell you that Chainlink is going to replace Quant, don't even listen to people like that. You can't even compare it. They're working on two complete separate different things. They're both very, very useful. But the BIS and institutions that are building CBDCs, they need interoperability. And that's where the Hyperledger comes in. And Swift, yeah, that's great. But Chainlink ain't on that level. Hey guys, what this was really cool. JP Morgan, as much as we hate them, what they're building here, their multi-bank tokenized deposit platform on Partier. So they started out with their claim to fame, with their JPM coin. However, it only enables digital cash movements between JP Morgan bank accounts, which no one cares, doesn't do anything. But now they're live on Partier, the Singapore-based interbank payment network that uses the blockchain. It was co-founded alongside DBS Bank, Ripple Partners, Temasek, Ripple Partners, and Standard Chartered, Ripple Partners. In May, JP Morgan received approval to use it from the U.S. OCC. Other U.S. banks have offered similar things like Silvergate, which is now defunct. One of JPM's coin's benefits is moving large cash around quickly, but again, it's a walled-off garden. And now with Partier, they're allowed to sync up. Other banks can now join this settlement network and plug into it in real time. So there's now no need to hold local currency accounts, no-show accounts at banks spotted around the world. Otherwise, they need to go via intermediaries or so-called correspondent banks. They add cost and friction. Partier is designed to preserve that system. It's a network of big settlement banks that use Partier to provide corresponding banking services to other banks. What it enables is faster automated transactions. But still, that's not the solution. Guys, it's still not where this is all going. It's just a trial. So, however, it would be questionable to conflate the demise of Silvergate and Signature with interbank payments. Those two banks suffered from a dependence on crypto deposits, which is a separate issue. On the other hand, allowing larger banks to participate in blockchain interbank networks could provide an additional competitive advantage to banks that they are so large, they're already too big to fail. And it is what it is. So that's what they were doing, but where was it? Right here. Partier doesn't provide value. That's not to say Partier doesn't improve value. Improving the speed of correspondence services is a highly beneficial offering. It's just more of an evolution rather than a revolution. The head of the BIS, which work with Quant and Ripple, recently gave a rallying cry for the banking sector to move on from the patches and upgrades to replacements, a quantum leap. And that the quantum leap, I looked up to that, I looked it up and said, all right, what is this quantum leap here? And Augustin Carson's with the BIS and the Bank of Korea are working together on this quantum leap with CBDCs, urging central banks to make that leap because of a concern that Visa or MasterCard might launch a stablecoin. So you could see that there's huge competition going on. It's not just like this one puppet pulling the strings, ruling everybody. PayPal wants theirs. USDC wants theirs. Tether wants theirs. The CBDCs want theirs. MasterCard wants theirs. Visa wants theirs. JPM wants theirs. All these guys are fighting for control. So afterwards, Governor Ree asked him about his reference to a quantum leap when Augustin's the Penguin Carsons spoke about his time as the Governor Bank of Mexico, which uses planes to distribute cash around the country. The planes are regularly upgraded, but at 40 years old, they were inefficient and unreliable, needing replacing, which he did. He's concerned that too much of today's system uses legacy tech. Mr. Carson's message is saying that patching these isn't enough. We need to move away from siloed systems integrated by messaging to one where reconciliations are no longer needed. What is special about us is that we cannot do this. We need to have the confidence that we should do it. During his conversation, he spoke about CBDCs. He said it's much better to do it with time in such a way that society is completely on board, that we have found all the legal comfort behind us. And also at this, technologically, we do it right because it cannot fail. And this just shows you, they saw what happened in China. They saw what happened in Nigeria where they tried to force it down people's throats and no one used it. And it's an epic failure. And they can't have that happen when, like he said up here, we must not fail. We have to do this. It's not an option. So they're getting desperate. And it's right here. He was asked whether there was enough time to prepare for the transition, pointing to the launch of PayPal's stablecoin and the fact that a U.S. regulatory body couldn't say no. While that stablecoin is currently limited to the U.S., his real concern is that the potential for a Visa or MasterCoin stablecoin within their international networks. And it's coming, guys, and they can't stop it. Like when you go so crazy with this inversion world of carbon credits and being carbon neutral, Tim Cook in that last commercial saying, by 2030, the iPhone is going to be 100% carbon neutral or net neutral. Well, that's a lie because global warming's a hoax. It doesn't even exist. And they use slave labor in other parts of the world to make the phones. So it's all a scam. It's all about sucking money out of you. The first couple iPhones were great. They were an invention. They changed stuff. But after now, what does the new ones do? A little better camera, a little better this. It's not worth the money. It's just a money grab. It's just really funny to see them talk about this shit. But it can't sustain. Anyone logical looks at it and is like, this is crazy. But when they released their paper here, they talked about smart contracts, but there was no direct mention of blockchain or DLT. He noted that non-banks were unhappy about their lack of inclusion in the first wholesale CBD trials in Korea. He said, why would non-banks participate in a unified? It just doesn't make sense. And then they unveiled their own plans right here in South Korea. And this is what's going to happen. They trial it in Korea, Japan, Australia, and then it moves to the West. And this is crazy what they're doing here. They shared their plans about their wholesale CBD trials, which involve 2 sets of digital yuan experiments. In one test, bank will issue tokenized deposits as programmable vouchers. Banks will use the CBDC for interbank settlement with 100,000 people. The second set of tests for a wholesale CBDC is to settle financial transactions. The Korea Exchange will create a simulated carbon credit trading market. On the CBDC platform, the central bank will issue it to specific banks in exchange for 100% collateral. It'll then be bridged onto the carbon credit platform where it'll be used for settlement. While banks will participate, they will not be expected to operate nodes. And then they're going to have vouchers. The vouchers, circling back to the first test of vouchers, it sounds a little similar to Singapore's proposed bound money. That's because the Monetary Authority of Singapore and the Bank of Korea have been working together, and they're both Ripple partners. FYI, I just got to say that because Vet's got his Ripple stock, and all you guys right now can go on Link2 and get into Ripple stock. And it's going to be given to you tokenized. We'll be able to use it for collateral immediately. I don't know if it's going to be Uphold's wallet or a new one being created, but we're going to be able to hold that Ripple stock alongside XRP and other cryptos. It's going to be so cool. But what these guys are trying to do is bad. The voucher test will be split in 2. All the banks that will participate in one of the trials, we imagine this would be some sort of government-based subsidy. Like I've been saying the whole time, it's going to be an offer. It's going to be for UBI. It's going to be for healthcare, Medicaid, all that. They plan to develop standards for the vouchers. What's unclear is how much leeway banks will have on the programmable side. Given the trials are for wholesale CBDC, it's a little surprising that the central bank is publicly promoting the term CBDC to end users. If they decide to launch a retail CBDC in the future, we wonder whether consumers will understand the difference. Meanwhile, as part of the campaign launch, the governor of the Bank of Korea had a thought-provoking chat with the Penguin. Ledger Insights is soon to release the report on tokenized deposits. So you can see they're going to try the 2 ways, the demonic way and then the programmable way. And I don't think the carbon credit bridging onto that network, it's too unsustainable. People aren't going to go for that. CEOs in the United States aren't going to deal with that shit. You're going to tell me my carbon pollution, it's not going to fly, guys. They just need the programmable money. They need the CBDC so all these banks, like they're saying here, can get onto one unified ledger. And my sneaking suspicion is that it's going to be Quant's Hyperledger that brings all these guys together. It's going to be the glue to the CBDC infrastructure that the BIS is building. That's what my research is telling me, and that's why Quant is in my portfolio here with the DGEN plays and everything I loaded up on last month. I had to get 1 or 2, blue chip, just steady winners, and I think Quant and Solana are going to be the new Ethereums. So I'm just really bullish on Quant, and don't get fudded out, guys. It really is who you know in this world. And when you have the Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak of the UK, and Gilbert Verdian, the CEO of Quant, they work together, they're friends. That's all you need to know right there. So all this stuff is coming, guys, in the pipeline. They're just building out the infrastructure. The last of the trials are happening, and then it's going to come live. But the SEC, all of this stuff, it's going to come to an end. And I think January 8th, the ETF is going to come out or get announced, and things are going to start ripping. Like, this is the last round of FUD to try to get all you guys out, to try to get the public from coming in. They don't want people getting rich off this stuff. So anyone that they can FUD out, that sees this here, and sees an SEC veteran calls crypto a mammoth Ponzi scheme, people just say, oh, yeah, I figured, I'm not going to take a look. And that 1 month could have cost them 300% gains. And that's what's crazy about crypto. So, yeah, guys, what up, Davis? Good to see you, bro. Warming exists. Bro, I think the warming is all natural, bro. I think it's cycles. Facing Reality has made so many good points. I think we're on a 21,000 year cycle. And that's why when you see like we're upstate New York where we are, there were glaciers here at some point. So I think when glaciers come here, it makes, like some parts of the Northeast inhospitable. But further past the ice wall, it opens up other parts of the realm, I think, where it gets nicer or warmer. I don't know. I think it shifts around and moves on it when the Earth's on its axes. And that's why glaciers come and go. And I think, I said it, the warm, inhabitable space moves around. But I don't know. I'm just throwing my tinfoil hat on there. My day slave jobs in the oil markets. These carbon credits and program policies are just pushing costs to consumers. Exactly, bro. It's not going to last, dude. Honestly, I really don't see it. I really don't see it happening. Volcano in Ecuador farts. It creates more photochemical smog than a million trucks could in a million years. Great narrative. Yeah, fossil fuels are a spell. There's more oil in North Dakota, South Dakota, the Gulf Coast, or the Gulf of Mexico and Alaska for the U.S. for the next 1,000 years. So it's all a spell to keep control, just like diamonds. They're in such tight supply. Well, the vault, De Beers, and these guys have are endless. They could flood the market at any point. So it's all manipulated markets. And it's like, gold mining, they're going to go mine more gold in space. No, they're not. Good luck. Good luck getting past the firmament. Good luck getting past the Van Allen radiation belt. Good luck getting past Davis's common sense. Andre, what's up, bro? Good to see you. So yeah, guys, exciting times right now. I showed you my portfolios, what I'm working with, what I loaded up on, the gaming stuff, and seeing IOTA move, a utility blue chip coin, involved with the ISO narrative, involved with the new financial system, that really makes me bullish that, like I said, Hedera, Algorand, Chainlink, Quant, Casper, XDC, XRP, XLM, those are all going to start to really move this cycle once legislation starts to come in effect into 2024 and into 2025. So we're in the right place right now. All of our DGEN plays, we're getting crushed on Pulsechain right now. Everything is down. I mean, literally everything except Lido. Nice. Lido's the only thing. Clearpool, tokenization assets. Polytrade, 77 cents now. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, I don't know anybody else on the internet. Let's look on Twitter and see if anybody else is talking about Polytrade. Because I have not seen anybody talk about it in a video or on here. Alpha Seeker. think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Okay, I'm following Polytrade. Hell yeah. There we go. We have one person, Alpha Dude or whatever. Smart Money Crypto. All right, so I guess there are a couple people talking about it. Perfect. Yeah, let's go. You know, wait, what am I hosting? The hell am I hosting? Oh, it's the stream on here. I was like, wait a minute, what the hell? That's right, we do stream it to Twitter. So yeah, guys, everything's down right now, but don't get fudded out. Don't see this. Oh God, Adam's talking about these coins. They're all pumping. Altura, Clearpool, Polytrade, Realio's been doing really well. Oh, should I sell some of my Pulsechain for these? Absolutely not. Do not sell any Pulsechain for these. PulseX, none of it. You have to be able to afford to bring new fiat into the market. I would not recommend selling any of these stuff right now, especially at the bottom, especially when we're about to have some fireworks the next month. I really believe it. So wait until you can bring new money in. Don't sell out of your bags. I did it last cycle and it crushed some positions. Sandbox and Decentralized. I bought early like this when it was fractions of a penny or a penny, and bought thousands of them, and then looked at the websites and saw, holy shit, who would ever use this? This is the worst looking tech. Oh my God. And I sold it. And thank God I did, because that was a great learning experience watching those run up to like 50K. And that's a mistake I'm not going to make now. If I have a bag, I'm holding on to it. And XCAD was just a great example of that. I was looking at potentially selling it because I was getting out of some Zilliqa. Not really a big fan anymore. I'm holding some. But I found out Mr. Beast and KSI were shilling this. Crypto Mason just did a video on it. And what do you know? The last month, it's up, 50%. But it was down in the dumps over the summer down here, 66 cents. And it just kept, lower lows or lower highs, and getting crushed. And now everything's turned around, and I'm actually going to start an account on here because you guys can watch me on my streams through this app, and they pay you to watch it in tokens. So if you're going to be here and watch it, why not get paid to do it? So I'm going to do this. I'm going to set one up. Like their watch to earn thing here is for 2.1 billion active YouTube users, enabling fans to earn creator token rewards for watching Finance directly on YouTube. I think it's cool. And if this doesn't play out, or catch on, because people hate Mr. Beast, Galaxy. Oh, wow, they changed it to the Social Creators Foundation. Oh, never mind. That's not. Oh, yeah, they did. Wow. All right, so Galaxy, guys, this is another one that is so cool. Well, no, is this it? No, that is definitely a scam. That is definitely a scam. I think it's okay. That's Galaxy.com. Yeah, this is it right here. So this is another type thing like XCAD, where it's like a solution for YouTube. So I'm going to do this, guys. I just been busy, but I'm going to start an account and do this. And, we'll see let me know if you guys can hear this. Can you guys hear that? Is there any sound there? Or is it silent? I don't know, Thomas. People are just stupid. They're going to do dumb shit. Yup, it's on H-bar, cap wrong. Like, yup. No. All right. Well, there's no sound. All right. Well, we don't need it then. Introducing Galaxy. The social marketplace for artists. God dang it. Creators. So there you go. You set up your account, your shop in seconds. You turn all that on. Video calls, messages, shout outs. OnlyFans. Let's go. You add like stuff for $5. I could do a video message and say, all right, guys, today, this is the pick right here. We're going to load up on this bag or whatever, or I could start an OnlyFans and say, all right, guys, today I'm going to go shirtless. I'm going to just flex and I'm going to show you my new H-bar tattoo. Well, it's really cool. And then you can send each other money inside DMs for free. It's really cool. I mean, it looks like a porn freaking app on this. They got to change this up. But it does look cool. So I'll let you guys know. I'm going to do that and probably XCAD so we can kind of make the switch into these DeFi decentralized apps and not be stuck on YouTube with the censorship. I mean, it's so bad, guys. Like last night, there was just like right now, 26 people in here. And I got done and I looked on YouTube and it said 2 views. It's really funny. So, yeah, guys, exciting time to be here now. You really are lucky. If you've been getting in some of these gaming plays, these tokenization and asset plays, Richard Hart ecosystem, they're all going to do phenomenal. So just because if your bags aren't doing well when you look around, don't worry. Don't get fudded out. That's what crypto does to you. And I promise when you feel like that, it's the same thing when on the other side, when you have a bag that's pumping like crazy. If you buy in for a couple $100 and it goes up to 1,000, is it going to go down or is it going to keep going up? Do you take profits? And then you do and it doubles up again. And you say, why the hell did I do that? That was so stupid. And then the next time around, you don't take profits when you feel like you should and it drops down 50%. So it's never easy. And it will always mess with your mind. That's why you got to just have a plan, stick to it, and there's nothing wrong with taking profits. Just don't sell too much of your bag too early. We're just getting started, and the last thing I want to do is see people get wrecked and start FOMOing into stuff, selling out of blue chips that they held just because they were getting antsy. I made that mistake before. It does not work. And just listen to me on that. I promise you. This is a long-term game. We're not trying to just get rich and cash out in a year and a half and be done. Well, there'll be another cycle after that and another cycle after that. Where are you going to put your money? And you got to invest it. And it's going to be in these decentralized banks, these decentralized liquidity pools, these tokenized real estate offerings, these different assets that offer yield. It's going to be crazy the opportunities out there where you're going to be able to make yield off of. It's uncomprehendable right now, pretty much, I would say. Some of the awesome things that are going to be coming our way. So that's all I got for tonight, guys. Smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, subscribe right now or else I will come steal your keys and send all your crypto to Jack Levin. Peace, guys.